This week on the Retirement Quick Tips podcast, I'm talking about gold. Is it a smart hedge or a bad investment? And before I start dogging on gold, don't worry, I'll get there. I want to talk about reasons that you may want to consider investing in gold. It is not for everybody, and there's plenty of actually good reasons not to invest in gold, which I will talk about. But today I want to focus on why you may want to consider gold as an investment. All right, so the first reason is that gold is traditionally seen as a safe haven asset. Now, it used to be associated a lot with a hedge against inflation, but that's actually not proven to be the case. Gold has decoupled itself from that hedges and inflation because it can do well in non-inflationary, like low inflation environments, and it can do kind of poorly when inflation is spiking. Like gold didn't do well at all in 2022 and 2021 when inflation was much, much higher. But because gold is essentially a hedge against economic uncertainty, it has a stronger correlation to the uncertain environments. So in 2022 till now, it's done quite well as there's been a lot higher geopolitical tensions with Russia invading Ukraine. Which brings me to the first reason why someone may want to consider gold. If you are more on the conservative side, if you tend to be kind of nervous, you want to protect your portfolio, you're more concerned about preserving and protecting what you have versus growing what you have, then gold can be something that psychologically can be important to add to your portfolio to provide that hedge against economic uncertainty. It's kind of like an insurance policy against bad things that can happen in the economy, in the markets. And right now, it's proving itself to be very, very good as a hedge against uncertainty, with it being up like 30% this year alone, when pretty much everything else, except for, bonds and money market, is down. But if you're in stocks right now, everybody's down pretty much across the board. There's exceptions to that, of course, in individual stocks, but broadly speaking, stocks are down. Bonds are doing okay, but gold is doing really, really well. And that's because it is a good hedge against uncertainty. It's a good hedge against geopolitical issues. And it does have a really strong appeal as somewhere to like hide out and just wait things out. Another reason that you may want to consider gold is that it's so much easier than it used to be to add it to your portfolio. There's lots of index funds that track and perform based on the price of gold. There's mutual funds that do this. So there's all kinds of traditional investment products out there that will track the price of gold and do so very accurately. So it makes it so much easier, more convenient. It's much lower cost. You don't have to worry about storing it, keeping it safe. You don't have to worry about insuring it. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You just buy a gold index fund or mutual fund, and you can now add it to your retirement portfolio without all the headaches that come with owning physical gold. And the last reason to own gold is simply that if you buy it at the right time, you can make a decent amount of money owning gold. Now, the trick is, I'll come back to this tomorrow's reasons not to own gold, is you can have long periods, especially when things are going well in the economy, in the markets, geopolitically. You can have long periods where gold doesn't do well. So you want to be careful about how and when you invest in gold. But it can provide decent returns and enhance the returns of your portfolio as an asset class in your retirement portfolio. That's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Ashley Michike, and this is the Retirement Quick Tips podcast.